Hello guys, my name is Jordan and today I am going to be teaching you how to do some crying on cue. Now I've gotten a lot of questions about this from my Instagram and I wanted to just share some tips with you guys in case you were interested in the acting industry as I am. So it has a lot more to do than just getting water out of your eyes. You have to put a lot of emotion into it. You have to connect yourself into the character that you're doing, or you have to relate to something that personally happened to you in the past and is a big contributor to the reason why you would be feeling that way. So before I started my acting classes, I just thought the best thing to do was to keep my eyes open until they started getting heavy and like red and not blinking. But for film, it does not look natural if you do that, and I have seen myself do it before and the outcomes are not good. So what I'm gonna try and tell you guys is a little bit of how to do that while making yourself your character. Step one is to make sure that you have something very deep down inside of you that you can push out for the scene, something that you can connect to your character with. Let's say that in the scene you just lost your significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend. You need to relate to a time in your life when something like that has happened. And if there isn't a time like that, you need to picture yourself losing a lost one, something that will emotionally get you to that level and beyond it. When I had to do my first scene and I was crying in it because I was in love with someone and they didn't love me back, I had to picture what would have happened if I lost my dog. And it works. You just have to know what your trigger points are, what is going to get you to that level. And for everyone, it's different. So that's for you to decide. Now, of course, I'm going to demonstrate it to you guys so you can see kind of what I'm talking about and just talk you guys through it while I'm doing it so you see kind of what I'm picturing. Let's say right now I am making an audition tape for a scene, and my scene is about losing your dog. You just got home and your dog died of old age. It's pretty sad. I've dealt with stuff like that before, and so I'm just gonna relate to something to get me to that level. So, of course, you need to make sure that you are able to actually connect yourself to that character. You yourself need to cry, and you have to make it seem as if it's your character that's crying. You need to be able to picture what is getting you to that point, and you can't get it out of your head. And it's actually kind of sad when you do it because one thing leads to another and then it just gets hard to break it. So when you're doing a scene and they ask you to cry in it, you need to be prepared to just cut out of it for your next scene, because it's really important that you can get off of that emotional level that you just got yourself onto. So, I started picturing it a little and it already got me to make my eyes water, but I promised a tear for you guys. So I'm just going to sit back and show you guys what it looks like when you're trying to perform crying on scene. So you have what you're picturing in your head, you have your fear, your darkest secret, something that would get you to that point. And of course, sometimes you can't push it out. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes I've been able to do it in a number of seconds. Sometimes it takes minutes to get there. It all depends where your mindset is going. And if you are crying on scene, you need to make sure that you can successfully get the tears coming down for the camera to see. If the camera is on this side, try your hardest to get a tear to fall from there. But of course, it needs to come natural. So if it doesn't, you just go with it. So I have what I'm thinking of right now. And make sure that you blink so that they can tell that you are, because in reality, you would be blinking a lot if you were crying and feeling emotions. You wouldn't just be standing there with your eyes open. That's all it takes. And it's easy for some people. Other people like me, it's not so easy for me to do, but it took a lot of training for me to be able to do it without holding my eyes open. I don't know what else there is to say. What I've learned from experience and all this is you can't force it. You can't force yourself to cry. You have to relate yourself to a time in your life when you were feeling so sad about something. And being an actor, that's what it takes, because it's not going to be fun. Bringing those memories back, not going to be fun, but if this is what you want to do, if you want to do scenes where you're crying, you need to be able to conquer those feelings, those fears of yours, because they will be your biggest help when it comes to emotional levels. Because emotion is all about relating it to yourself. So that's all I have for you guys. It was just a short little video to tell you guys where I come from on the whole crying on cue thing, because I've done it before for my friends because they asked to see it, and they always ask me how I do it, how is that possible? And so this is for you guys who want to know, and for you who are trying out to be an actor in the future or right now. And of course, there's going to be stuff that I don't know about this. I'm not an expert. I've just done training before, and this is where I stand. If you have anything that could potentially make this better, you could just comment down below, because I'll take all the help I can get. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.